Hi everyone. In this lecture, we will look at arrays. Let us go to the script editor and we will write a function, which is the array function. So if you want to create an array, you can create a new array like this by writing constant new array and then put it inside left and right bracket. The ordering is also important. So I'm creating a fruits array, and in this we will keep a few items. So we have an apple, we have a banana, we have a pear, and finally we have strawberry. Let's look at a console log. And in my console log, we will look at fruits array. And this gives me the array of these 4 fruits. Now the array index starts at 0, which means that apple is the 0 item, banana is the first item, pear is the second, and strawberry is the third item. So if you want to access an item, we can write console log, and then after selecting fruits array, we can put in the item number like this. When we run it, you see the result comes as apple. If I change it to 2, then the result changes and it becomes the pair. If you keep a number that is undefined, for example, we have 4 and we run this, it says that it is undefined, which means that currently my list of items is ranging from 0, 1, 2, and 3. So we don't have a fourth item. There is another way to write arrays, and this is to write constant. Let's make it another array, and this is equal to, so we can open the bracket and we can write the first item here. So let's make it first. Below that, we can write the second, and let's put a third, and finally a fourth. So there is no difference between creating an array in one line versus creating it like this. But by creating it in multiple lines, you sometimes make the process a little easier, since it's easier to see all the items that you have created. And if you do console log another array, we can see the 4 results. Okay. Now let's look at array methods. So first we have a constant, which is our counting array. And what we are doing here is to simply put 3 items in it. So we have 2, 3, and 4. And we can write console log and say that the starting array, and we can say console.log, and we can have the counting array. So it tells me that the starting array is 2, 3, and 4. Let us add an item to an array, and first we will add it to the end. So this would be counting array dot push, and we can write a number here. So let's say 1000. And if I do a console log here, we get the result as 2, 3, 4, and 1000. If we want to add an item to the start, we can say counting array dot unshift, and then we have 1. So console log counting array, and we get the list as 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1000. So these are the 5 items in the array. If you want to add something to the middle, this is a little more complicated. Here we write counting array dot splice, and we can put the starting number. So we can say, for example, 2, 0, and we can say a few. Let us see the result. So console.log of counting array, and we get the result as 1, 2, a few, 3, 4, and 1000. This means that we have added a few after the second item in third position. Just to give you one more example, if I say 3, 0, and many, let's see the result. So now it becomes 1, 2, a few, many, and then the value 3. Let's also look at removing items. So if you want to remove from the end, we can say counting array dot pop, and let me show you the console log of the counting array, and you can see that the final item, which is 1000, has been removed. I will also comment it because we don't want to remove one value every time I run the code. If you want to remove from the beginning, then we can say counting array dot shift console log counting array like this. And this time you can see that the first value, which is 1, has been removed. Finally, let's see how we can remove from the middle. This would be counting array dot splice and 4, 2. Let me comment this. And when we run it, so originally the value was 1, 2, a few, many, 3, 4, and 1000. So what we're doing here is we're essentially taking 4, which means we are starting with 3 and we're removing 2 values, 3 and 4, like this.